Hey gang, welcome back. Just after yesterday's sail, we had really struggled to sail to windward to get against the current and the wind. The tacking, Christy ended up saving me again, and I don't think the windsurf sails are ideal for this sort of boat. So what I'm doing is making my own sail, crab claw type sail, using Dierking. Awesome book, right? I'll probably end up making his outrigger as well. But so what I've done is I've stole it off the internet. I don't know who said it. It's not my idea, but I wish it was. Is for an easy way of getting the sail layout, we've got some rods. I've used 20mm poly pipe and just cut it to the measurements, the length of the leech, the luff and the foot. Right, so I can easily pin out my fabric now. I'm using some, again, on the cheap, gone to the sail maker. This is pattern fabric. It's like Chinese bag plastic material, and all I'm going to do is stitch this double side tape, stick it up and give it a go. It's not going to last forever. It's not UV resistant, but it'll be good for a bit of fun. And if it works really well, I'll spend the money and get some good fabric. So what I've done is just measured out the length, cut the pipes to length. Come up closer. This is the head, obviously the head. I've drilled 2 little holes, put a bit of string in there, and so that way I can just play with them. They're all nice and straight, and I can move it round, right, position it over the fabric. I think it's a great idea. So stay tuned, and we'll get to the next stage. Alright, next step is I've moved inside the my little sail loft. Bloody dog keeps running over the sail. Chop his legs off. So what I've done now is just briefly cut it out, roughly to shape, with a fair bit of green on it, and I'm going to stick it together with the bare double-sided tape, heavy duty. I've used it before in when I had a tarp going across this wall here, and it lasted for a couple of seasons, and it was quite good. It didn't come unstuck. So what I'll do is tape it, and then I'll double stitch it, a couple of zigzags with the little sewing machine. Right, so it goes on. What we're doing at the moment, you keep thinking that you're going to stuff this up. I think sometimes it can stop you from actually trying anything, because, you know, I suppose what's the worst can happen? You can stuff it up and you start again, or it doesn't quite go, it blows apart first time you use it. It's all learning, you know what I mean? It's you just got to try it. You just got to try these things. So here we go. So what I've done is looking at Mr. Dierking's book. If you have a look, you've got the foot, and you've got 4 inches. You've got these curves in here. So all I've done is marked my corners and put weights on them. Right, mark my corners, and it's just guesswork. That looks like halfway, so we will look at about halfway and go out 4 inches. So my little tape. Four inches, and that gives you a nice curve. This poly pipe is really cool. So then I'll just mark that for the luff curve. Now I plan on either lacing this sail on or making a luff pocket. I'm yet to decide that yet, which one I'm going to do. Lace on is probably easier, because all I'll do is I'll cut a strip. This is actually a bit thin now, maybe. Fold it over, double side tape, and put some eyelets in it. I'm planning on using a old fiberglass windsurf mast for the mast and the boom. So that makes it sort of easy. I've got a few old ones lying around, and then going from there. So what next? Well, I'll cut this out with an allowance to fold it over. I've got to mark the leech curve yet. So that's, I think that's whatever I've sort of fancy is a good thing. Doesn't really specify anything in particular. Whatever looks pretty. Put that in there. About halfway. I really like the crab claw, you know, the quite deep. Look, that's a tacking. This is a tacking. But the shunting rig is got quite a bit more of a curve. That's what we're aiming for, something like this. So yesterday was a bit of a trial. Coming home from the put you up there. Coming home up that channel, I was fighting wind and current. Current was really strong. See, that looks quite nice. Everything's a guess. Maybe not. Everything's a guess. You know, they're just. I don't think I've ever done anything that's worked exactly right first time around. But that's the beauty of trying something new every time, isn't it? But yeah, so there's the fighting against the current and the wind, trying to attack in a quite a narrow channel, very gusty, and I was more or less ferry gliding across. I wasn't really gaining distance. Luckily I had the paddle, and so what I'd do is I'd set it up so I was sort of ferry gliding, hands off the tiller, and just paddle like crazy, and that's how I sort of made headway. So that probably took me an hour, easy an hour to get out of that channel. But once I was out, yeah, it wasn't too bad, but yeah, it surprised me how long it took to get home. But one of those things, isn't it? I've learnt the lesson before. Sail downwind first, or upriver first, and come down easy. Come down with the breeze, come down with the current. Don't leave that to last. Rookie error, really. Anyway, it was a nice coffee in town. So, and got quite a few people sort of looking at the kayak and the canoe and admire it, which is good. All right, I'll cut this out. I'll mark some fold over points, and we'll go from there. Righto, I've taped up the leech and the foot, and now I'm just taping up the luff. What I've done with the luff is I've chickened out. I'm not doing the luff sock, and 4 inches. I got my old windsurfer masters here. I don't know how old it is. It's ancient. Found it, but it's quite stiff. Now 4 inches curvature on this luff, I think. Luff. I just can't see that working. Not with this stuff. I'll freaking tear it apart trying to get the windsurfer mast in. So I've taken it to 1 inch, and we'll see how we go from there. And what I'll do is I'll cut. That's roughly 100 mil, 50 mil. So I'm cutting strips of 105, and I'll tape that on, fold it over, and tape it on again. It's got double-sided tape both sides. That master's got hairs on it. Fix that somehow. And then I'll stitch it. Put some eyelets in it, and put some corner reinforcements in it, and we're ready to go. How cool is that? Exciting! Fucking piece of shit. I just showed you to put this on, but it wasn't working, so we'll do the other side. Fucking, this is crap. Nah. It beeps. It beeps first and you think it's recording. It's not. This tape here, we just peel it back, fold this edge over, come back up. A few wrinkles, but you'll be right. Wrinkles make it stronger. Righto. I've just finished, or just about to finish, the reinforcements in the corners. Double-sided tape. I've just guessed the dimensions, whatever sort of looked good on the book. That's that one. So I guess now pretty crap camera work, I know, but we've learned about sales, not photography. So there we go. This is the luff, the leech, leech, luff, foot. Yeah. So that's the top there. Yeah. I get confused. So that's, I've gone with eyelets. We'll go with eyelets. If that works, great. If it doesn't work, well, I'll go with a luff sock. And get the little sewing machine out now and stitch it up. Stitch it all up, and then we'll go and get some eyelets in the front and some in each corner so we can tie it up. Cool. It hasn't taken that long, really. If I were to do another one, it would be quicker. Ready? Cool. Ah, you're upside down. Now that sucks. It's the right way around now. Nice one. You're upside down again. This camera works fine. Yeah. There you go, right way up. The patches are on. Patches are made, stitched up. Both sides on each corner. Yep. The join I've stitched. I started doing it with an old Singer Slant-O-Matic. Good little machine, and it was punching through. You can have a look. Punching through. Oh, God knows how many layers that is there. Didn't even slow down. Good machine, but what stuffed me up was all the double-sided tape started gumming up the needle, and it wouldn't thread properly. So back to the old industrial. Got a big industrial there, and big long straight stitch. It's not ideal, but the industrial doesn't muck around. Bit of glue doesn't affect that. So she's all stitched up. Less than a day. Yeah. Still got to put the eyelets in, and the eyelets for the lacing on the luff. Here, that's the foot, and that's the leech. So, have I got that right? Yeah, luff pocket. So yeah, didn't go for the luff pocket. I'll just lace it on and we'll see how I go from there. Can always run out of material really, have to get some more material, make a luff pocket. But yeah, a few eyelets tonight over a beer, muck around with some masts, and hopefully we'll have it running soon. Okay, thanks for watching. Just putting the eyelets in now. The book shows there's only about 6 eyelets down the whole length of sail, but my idea is the more eyelets, the less strain each individual eyelet has to take. So I'm just whacking in a few more, probably about pretty close really, about 200 apart. That way, my sort of theory is that if you get a big gust, which Western Australia, particularly down here, is known for, the strain will be taken over a few eyelets and not just a couple. What's that, mate? There you go. I think that's about it. I think. What else we got to do? Stitched up, eyelets on, eyelets in the left. I think that's it. Varnish the mast, get the fibres off it, and start mucking around with masts in the boom. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is the first sale I've made in anger, and it's taken less than a day, and if it wasn't for the mast I could lace it on now. I'll let you know how it goes.